Just a quick disclaimer before the video begins. This is my opinion on the matter, and in no way am I trying to incite hatred towards Tana.
That he fucked me with a toothbrush. He fucked me with a toothbrush.
With Tana and her awful convention coming back into the YouTube drama scene, I thought that it was a good idea to make a video on Tana and how manipulative she actually is. Tana is probably one of the worst content creators on the entire platform. Well, that is if you can even call her a content creator, because she mostly just sits and screams at her camera for 10 to 20 minutes at a time.
You're gonna fix my fucking phone! What the fuck? What the fuck did you say to that? Hit me! Hit me! Can I talk to your manager? I punched myself in the nose. Okay, sir! You're gonna fix my fucking smack you!
What she and a lot of other content creators don't seem to understand is that being loud doesn't automatically mean that you're funny. In fact, it's quite the opposite. It's just fucking annoying, isn't it, really? Because I don't want to be sat there watching your video and then have you scream at me, for example, about how you hate the VidCon stuff or how you were fucked with a toothbrush. Because let's be real, who actually gives a shit? Other than the 12-year-olds that watch your videos because their parents restrict their internet access to porn sites. But I suppose the content that she does put out could be way worse. I mean, she could be throwing her merchandise in the viewer's face every second and taking advantage of her platform and a large following to make lots of money like this piece of shit does.
Okay, y'all know where to get the merch. LoganPaul.com/shop or link in description.
Yeah, LoganPaul.com/shop or link in the description.
Always plug it. LoganPaul.com/shop.
Then TanaCon arrived, and I know it's all news now, and it's, you know, fairly irrelevant. However, that was a shit show, and talk about trying to exploit and manipulate your younger audience. Like, wow, you really fucked up, Tana. And I think what made the situation way worse and blown it out of proportion was the fact her social media went dark for quite a while, and her only real form of communication until that weak apology video that she put out was Shane Dawson's documentary series on her. But like, to be clear, I've got no issues with Shane, his content is amazing. However, she had the audacity to play the victim card after this had all blown over in her apology video, despite knowing that she oversold tickets.
I have it set at 5,200 right now.
I love that for us.
So I feel like 5,200 is a good number.
It would be really, really cool too to have people like outside waiting to get in.
Like, people love to be oppressed outside.
Yes.
They're just like, I waited in the rain. Like, they love that shit. I love that shit.
And they like want to watch their coaches arrive too. They're like, ah! Like, they're going crazy.
Next came the fake crying, and I found this to be utterly unbelievable. And I'm sure that most people know what I'm on about now, but if you don't, here it is.
It means so well to me. And to let you down, and people who love us and love me and love you down is so heartbreaking.
This is just a load of shit, isn't it? The fake crying, like, I see where Laura Lee got her poor acting skills from, because she clearly saw this and thought, oh, the fake crying clearly works for Tana, so it'll work for me. But people are just fed up of this sort of stuff at this point. Like, she was clearly faking it, and she did it because she knew Shane was doing a documentary series on her, and she knew that this documentary series would reach millions and millions of people, and it would draw a lot of attention to her. So it's easier to pass the blame on and cry about it and manipulate the situation to make her look like the victim in all of this. I feel like Tana wouldn't have even apologised had she not have been called out for the situation by many people, but the fact that she's had to do several apology videos over her YouTube career just shows that she doesn't really learn from her mistakes, because each of the situations have occurred from her being impulsive and not taking time to think about the situation that she's put in. And let's be real, the latter two apology videos shouldn't exist if she truly learned. And she clearly doesn't, and this is clear proof of her manipulating people in the apology videos, because it's always saying, I will learn from my mistakes, I will do this, and she doesn't. She clearly doesn't, but people still believe her anyway. And then what Tana also does is she tries to pass the blame to the others and play the victim card like she did in the TanaCon apology video. And I feel like she thought she could get away with a scam at TanaCon, and then when she was caught, that's when things unraveled. And then I feel like this clip sums up Tana's reaction perfectly to when she thought she could get away with the scam that was TanaCon. I know, it's a dead meme and it's old, but I thought it fit the situation quite well. But Tana is just so good at manipulating her audience at this point. She even makes Jake Paul's manipulation tactics look weak. And then there's just a new controversy as well with JoJo Siwa and how Tana dressed up as her for Halloween, but captioned the image as Ho Ho Siwa, basically sexualizing a 15-year-old, but Tana didn't see it as that way, oh no. She said that JoJo gave her permission and gave her the go-ahead to do it, but you see what I mean? Tana is always passing the blame to somebody else and can never truly take responsibility for her actions, and if she did, it would show that she's actually learned from her mistakes. But as we can all clearly see at this point, she hasn't learned from her mistakes, and it's clear that she doesn't have any intentions of learning from her mistakes at all. So these situations for Tana and these controversies are bound to just keep happening over and over again. I just want to reiterate the point that this video is entirely based on my opinions of Tana and what I've seen of the TanaCon situation and her as a person in the last few months, and in no way am I suggesting that anybody hates on Tana. This is the end of the video now, and if you've managed to stay till the end, I thank you so much, and if you enjoyed the content, please drop a like and subscribe for more. Thanks.